Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just have to go back to the same argument that we had in committee. We don't prohibit schools from giving a full panoply of information. Our concern is that they haven't been. Pregnant students have been left without full information that comes and is by law required under Title IX on all aspects of medical care, of counseling, of opportunity. But sadly, that's been left out as far as saying, if you are pregnant and you want to continue as pregnant in this school, we're going to support you in that. Title IX gives all of the information. We're not going to be redundant. We're just making sure that you also include, young lady, if you're pregnant and you want to continue in school, we're going to do our best to help you and provide all the resources. I just wish we could catch hold of this. And so I'm pleased to yield 5 minutes to the gentlewoman from Iowa, the sponsor of this common sense, compassionate, and helpful bill, Ms. Hinson.
Gentlelady from Iowa is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the chairman for yielding and his excellent work in shepherding this bill through the Education and Workforce Committee. I rise today to support my bill, the Pregnant Students' Rights Act. This is a common sense piece of legislation because when Roe versus Wade was rightfully overturned in 2022, the next chapter of the pro-life movement began. We were all given the opportunity to help strengthen our support for unborn babies and for new moms. As a mom of two, this issue is personal for me because I know that when you're pregnant, there are about 1 million questions that are going through your head at any given time. You've got the doctor's appointments, you've got new financial responsibilities, and pregnant students have so much on their plate as they're working to balance school and have a healthy pregnancy at the same time. So I think it's just unacceptable that so often they choose between finishing their education and having their baby despite the Title IX protections that are already in place. So under Title IX, pregnant students have the right to stay in school and finish their education and achieve their career goals. However, the academic disparity does exist because of limited resources and sometimes support for pregnant students. These women may fear institutional reprisal, loss of an athletic scholarship, or even negative impacts on their academic opportunities and their standing. So those fears and anxieties are not just unjust to women, but they are a poor reflection of how our higher education institutes are treating pregnant students. Higher education institutions and universities have a responsibility to empower all their students, all of them, to succeed, including pregnant students. They deserve to be treated with respect and surrounded with care and love. And that's what this piece of legislation is designed to do. I have visited pregnancy resource centers in Iowa and met with so many of those who have dedicated their cause to life, many of whom have traveled right here to Washington, D.C. for the March for Life this weekend, maybe a snowy March for Life this weekend. And it has been inspiring to me to see all of the pro-life community spring into action to really help our expecting mothers and their babies to thrive. Because that is what this movement is all about. It's about recognizing the sanctity of every life and valuing life at every stage. It is crucial that pregnant women know that they have people standing behind them, resources available to them, and that they are entitled to these accommodations on campuses. Completing an education as a mother is not only empowering for the student, but this is vital to ensuring a strong future for her child, for our next generation. So the Pregnant Students' Rights Act amends the Higher Education Act to require our colleges and universities to clearly distribute information about pregnant students' rights and available resources through student handbooks, emails, websites, orientations, while promoting accountability when those rights are violated for our students. And it's troubling that some of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle are so dug in on their pro-abortion stances and agenda that they would oppose providing pregnant students with information on their rights and resources available to them to continue their education and have a healthy pregnancy. Supporting women who choose life should not be a partisan issue. Every woman who completes her studies while pregnant strengthens our families, our communities, and our workforce. So I hope my colleagues across the aisle will help to vote to empower pregnant women and support this vital, life-affirming legislation. This bill is a step in the right direction to creating a culture of life in our society, and a step that we must take as we continue to pursue policies that help our families to grow and thrive from Iowa and beyond across the country. Mr. Speaker, I yield back.